Welcome back to another reaction video from Level Down Games. Brian here, joined for the very first time ever on a reaction video here at Level Down Games. It's Kyle.
Good morning, Brian.
This is your first time doing a reaction video with me. Normally it's Frank taking up all the space down there in the right-hand corner.
I think it might be the last time, too. It might be the last time you let me on. I've got my kids running around and stuff, so.
Yeah, so before we even get started, I guess we'll go ahead and mention that you are babysitting due to a Pinterest convention.
I wouldn't call it babysit. It's dadding. But this is the first time that I've got all three of my children by myself for like 3 full days.
Because Pinterest had to have a convention the same day as BlizzCon.
Pinterest had a... You know what? She needs a break from these ones. So we'll probably have a cameo here or there, but I am on push to talk. Hopefully the noise interference won't be too big.
Yeah, it's not too bad in the background, so it should be okay. But if you're watching this after the fact and you do see Kyle getting up and down, that's why. He might miss a few things. We'll have to fill him in.
Yeah, or my lips moving and you don't actually hear anything. That's intentional. I'm reprimanding an unruly child.
Special shout out to Dance of the Dead for allowing us to use their music for all of our content. Everyone absolutely needs to go check these guys out and support their music. They can be found on Bandcamp, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, pretty much everywhere. Check them out. You will not be disappointed. Obviously, today, we're watching live. This video is going to go up right after it's over. BlizzCon 2019, the opening ceremony. Kyle, you and I have both attended BlizzCon live in person before in the past. Different years. I went in 2011. Yep. You went in 2000
it was maybe 2007 or 8.
I was going to say 2006
or 7.
Somewhere. You went to one of the very first BlizzCons that actually happened.
I think I was at the first 2.
Yeah, which is really actually impressive and super cool. We know some things through leaks that are potentially going to show up today during the opening ceremony. Obviously, you can see it here. We have Michelle Morrow. They're doing the pre-show now. If you had to pick one thing that you are most excited for, as we have about 5 minutes left until the opening ceremony starts, what would that one thing be?
There's a lot of leaks, and this has been rumored for a while, I think, and we've talked about it on Max Level, but Overwatch 2, man, I am really, really hyped about the Overwatch 2 leaks. I like Overwatch a lot. I like the competitive nature of Overwatch, but I also really like co-op PvE games, like a team-up 4-player co-op PvE, and that's what it sounds like Overwatch 2 is supposed to be. That's what I'm most excited for. Hopefully that becomes a thing. I
think what I saw most is that Overwatch 2... there was going to be some very serious, like, Left 4 Dead vibes coming from it, like where you can go into the campaign, which there is going to be a campaign from what I understand. Yeah, and we understand that there's going to be some type of campaign in Overwatch 2. It's not going to just be an arena shooter like the original game was, which if that's the case, I'm all in for Overwatch 2. I played a little bit of Overwatch. I'm not a huge multiplayer shooting fan, as we know. Talk about that all the time through all of our content on Max Level. But if there's a campaign involved, I'm in. I will for sure play that, specifically for the campaign. If it's co-op, then it would be so much fun to jump in with like you, Sean, Frank, anyone else that's playing that we know. I think that'd be a blast if I could do something like that and not have to worry about the competitive multiplayer nature of it.
And there's so much deep lore in the Overwatch universe too, with all the characters and their backstories and, the Overwatch team versus the, what's the other one? The team, whatever, the dark team, Cobra or Hydra, I don't know what they're called, but, there's
Team
so
Rocket.
much back for.
Team Rocket.
Yeah, I don't know what they're
Team
called.
Rocket.
I can't remember. But diving into a lot of those backstories and stuff and seeing a lot of that play out, I think is going to be awesome.
Yeah, no, I'm for sure looking forward to seeing what they choose to show for Overwatch 2. And then for me, if I had to pick one thing, obviously we know that World of Warcraft is probably my favorite game of all time, up there with The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. So I have to obviously go, my own personal choice, the next expansion for World of Warcraft, which is rumored to be known as Shadowlands. I'm excited to finally see what this expansion is going to be because there's been so many leaks, so many rumors. We don't know what's true about it. We don't know what's false. All that we know is that there was a leaked artwork for some BlizzCon 2019 promotional material that you can buy in the shop, like an exclusive print and an exclusive t-shirt that has the full body frame of Bolvar on it, the new Lich King. So we have to assume that he's going to somehow be involved with this new expansion. And if that's the case, I'm really excited because Wrath of the Lich King still is my personal favorite expansion that they've done.
It's a great expansion, and I am really excited to see how they redeem themselves after Battle for Azeroth was not it was what I think longtime fans of the game wanted it to be.
And it started out strong. That's what's so unfortunate about Battle for Azeroth is it started out strong, and then like Literally, it took it 3 weeks and it just dive bombed into it was just so bad. It only took about 3 weeks.
Really good ideas, really poor implementation.
Yeah, it was really unfortunate because the story initially, when it started out, was strong. I liked the leveling experience, and then it got convoluted. It got kind of messed up. Things went in directions that a lot of people didn't want things to go in, and Blizzard definitely dug themselves deeper into a massive hole. We know Final Fantasy XIV has more concurrent subscribers than World of Warcraft does right now. That is a true statement. So one of the huge rumors, and it is now 2 o'clock Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. The opening ceremony should be starting any second now, so I guess leading up to that, one of the big rumors for the World of Warcraft expansion has been, are they going to revamp the world entirely or not, in like a kind of Cataclysm style, where they up the graphics, they up some of the stuff in Northrend and Burning Crusade for the Outlands, Mists of Pandaria. There's kind of a split 50-50 for those that think they are going to revamp the world and those that think they're just going to choose to ignore it. I myself, I'm on revamp world side. I think it's time. It's been 8 years since Cataclysm. 2011 Cataclysm released. It's time to actually go back and revisit things.
I'm 50-50 myself because if they do it right, it could be great. But Cataclysm was very poorly received also when it came out.
It was.
Largely for that reason. So
It was. And I think that...
It's like...
Are we about to start? Yep. They're cutting away,
yeah,
so...
Looks like we're getting ready. There it goes.
So I'm going to go ahead and turn the volume up for the opening ceremony now.
Brack has a message that he'd like to share.
The power of the ponytail. J. Allen Brack coming out first.
There he is.
How you feeling, Blizzcon?
Your dad.
Basically. Important message you'd like to share. Now, I wonder if they're going to choose to say anything about China. Is this it? Maybe. This might be it, dude.
You know, Blizzard had the opportunity to bring the world together in a tough Hearthstone.
This is it.
Moment.
Holy shit. They're starting out with it. They're starting out with it.
We did not.
Wow.
We moved too quickly in our decision making. And then, to make matters worse, we were too slow to talk with all of you. When I think about what I'm most unhappy about, there's really two things. The first one is we didn't live up to the high standards that we really set for ourselves. And the second is we failed in our purpose. And for that...
Good on them for taking all the blame.
I'm sorry.
Holy cow, yeah.
Yeah.
So what exactly...
This is the best crowd to do it in front of, because it's the crowd that's going to cheer you no matter what.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So what exactly is our purpose? Blizzcon is demonstrating it even as we speak. We aspire to bring the world together in epic entertainment. And I truly believe in the positive power of video games.
He looks so much different now that he's the head of Blizzard.
It looks like it's worn on him.
Yeah, like look, you look at last year to this year.
4 years later, yeah. Look at Obama, you know, from like the beginning of his presidency to now, and he's aged.
Irrespective of the things that divide us. As an example, BlizzCon has people from 59 countries all around the world here at the show today. That is amazing. And that is the positive power of video games, to transcend divisions that surround us in so many of our places today. We will do better going forward.
Cool.
But our actions are going to matter more than any of these words. As you walk around this weekend, I hope it's clear how committed we are to everyone's right to express themselves in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places. I've actually seen and heard many of you expressing yourself this morning.
And we were just talking, there are protesters outside of the convention center.
And your family time
to
be here in Anaheim with us. And we are so grateful that you're here this weekend. Our best moments are here in our shared passion for Blizzard games. So once again, BlizzCon has brought us together, and today you're going to see a lot of the hard work of the Blizzard team.
There was cameo 1 from
I was gonna
Ezra
say,
right in the
I
back
just
there.
saw him peek
Yeah,
his head
there
out.
we go.
He's going back down the stairs.
I am personally so proud of what we are building, and I hope you love it too. Thank you for joining us. So, are you ready to start the countdown?
What are we starting with? What do you think?
Something.
A 30-second countdown. That's way too long of a countdown, Jay.
I'm gonna go starting out Diablo 4.
I think we're gonna get like some sort of a montage cinematic here. You think Diablo 4 to start?
Yep. Potentially after a montage, but like, you know, a welcome to BlizzCon thing.
I think we're gonna. That's not, you know, maybe Diablo. I'll say Diablo 2 because
Red lights.
I think Hearthstone
Red lights
is gonna be the weakest.
Red lights.
Oh, that looks like. Oh yeah, this is Diablo.
This is Diablo, baby. Diablo 4. Watch it be Diablo Immortal. No way, dude.
I would, and that's all.
It's
from
no
us from,
fucking way
Level
is
Down
this
Games.
Diablo Immortal. Look at this already. No way. Obviously, this is cinematic, but no way.
Thy eternal light protects me. Thy divine wisdom guides me. Though my path is wrought with darkness, guide myself to thy sacred light. Blessed Akrat, thy eternal light protects me. Thy divine wisdom guides me.
There was also a sign outside of the convention center today that said all of the material would not be suitable for all ages during this opening ceremony. So
Ooh, here you go.
They have our scent. Run!
I have goosebumps.
gosh, they need to get into the film business, man. This
I know.
Is just.
Are you out of your mind? He's not going to make it.
He has to.
Blessed Akrat, thy eternal light protects me. Thy divine wisdom guides
Look at me! All the gold we want is right there.
This is incredible looking. Like, this cinematic is
I
incredible.
just came here for
That looks like a real person.
I mean, this genuinely looks like
I know.
like a high budget film. You know, that better than any film I've ever seen. I would say. You know, see.
This is incredible looking.
Oh, Lord, help me.
Those 3 characters potentially playing up to the 3 classes that might be in Diablo 3 or 4.
Which we've heard are Mage, Druid, and Barbarian so far, if the leaks are to be believed.
My
Yeah.
free's eye way opens.
The one definitely looking like a Barbarian.
Blood
Absolutely.
flow. This doesn't make any sense.
Uh-oh.
Blood. Blood is the key. Blood is the key!
What? I need 2 of you. No! Go! I'll hold them. Go!
So, it says the blood of the willing goes...
You gotta be kidding me! It worked!
We have to help him!
He's dead already. It's a shame he didn't make it. Oh well, cheer up. Gold splits better 3 ways instead of 4.
Must be hidden here somewhere.
I'm gonna laugh if this is still immortal.
Dude, if this is immortal, this is gonna be the freaking greatest boondoggle of all time.
By 3 they come, by 3 thy way opens, by the blood of them.
I don't think they would be
Hail,
starting off with
Hail
Immortal
the-
after last
the
year,
creator.
but I don't know.
Hail, the daughter of... Oh, no. No, no, no.
What about the coin?
This is such a long cinematic.
This is forbidden.
And I'm not complaining. That is not a complaint.
Summoning. I cannot speak.
Don't lie to me!
We came here for treasure. What is this place?
I don't know. Maybe it's a temple. Or a tomb, or...
Ooh.
A gate to what?
Uh-oh. Oh, damn! Oh my god!
I think this is what that sign was referring to, probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
Blessed Akrat, thy eternal light protects me. The divine wisdom guides me. Oh my...
Holy shit, dude!
That looks like Apocalypse from the new X-Men movie.
It does.
Come.
Blessed Akrat, thy eternal light protects me. Thy divine wisdom guides me. Though my
Open your eyes.
eternal light protects me. Eternal light protects me. Thy eternal light protects me. Eternal light protects me. Eternal
There
light...
is no light here. You came to the darkness for knowledge.
Yes.
And all the knowledge you seek is here. Surrender. Speak the words. Call her home.
By three, they come. By three, thy way opens. By the blood of the willing, we call thee home.
I mean, lots of emphasis on the number 3 here, too.
Yeah.
Which we know that Diablo 1 only had 3 classes. You know,
Right.
I wonder if this is some sort of return to that. To the origin of Diablo, you know?
Maybe. There were rumors of like remastered versions too, so
Yeah.
if this
Of hatred.
what the fuck is going on?
Of sanctuary.
This looks wild, dude.
Lilith.
Yes! Okay. Huh.
Blessed Mother, save us.
How dark.
Wow, dude. Diablo 4. There it is. Look at those, man. You can't see it, but goosebumps literally sticking out of my shirt.
Wowee.
Definitely. Though those were actual actors. Okay. No, it wasn't. That's. I thought they were gonna like have credits on the screen. This is Luis Barrigas from. Yeah.
Luis Barriga.
The darkest Diablo yet. It looks like.
Yeah, I'd say so. At least darker than 3.
Good morning, BlizzCon.
1 is a rather dark game.
Yes. But not that dark.
It is so very good to be here. I want to thank all of you for coming, and a big thank you to
He's
Blizzard
got a vegan
Cinematics
tattoo.
for starting this off the right way this weekend.
Yeah, look at that.
I know you all want to hear about the game, so let's
Wait,
get
what'd you
to
say it was?
It doesn't it say vegan?
Diablo 4 is darkness.
Yeah, it says vegan. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it said Vegas.
and
No,
legacy.
vegan.
Let's start with darkness.
Darkness.
Diablo 4 is dark. You just saw the cinematic, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Whether it's the art, the story, or the horror elements that we've embraced, the first thing you will notice about Diablo 4 is that we are going back to the franchise's darker roots.
There we go.
Coming to cell phones everywhere next year.
It'll mean blood and gore. It'll mean occult symbols and rituals. More importantly, it will mean victories are neither clean nor guaranteed. We hope you're as excited about that as we are. Then we have World, also super important for Diablo 4, because we've only seen glimpses into Sanctuary in previous Diablo games. But those glimpses have enthralled us and captured our imaginations. With Diablo 4, we want to put the world of Sanctuary front and center. We want every character, every monster, every faction to have a sense of place. Drowned undead that emerge from the coastlines. Brutal goatmen that come from the hills above us. And as we go deeper and deeper into the depths below, a truly dark, gothic, and medieval version.
So I have the really
of hell.
crappy YouTube subtitles on right now.
Oh, do
and
you?
When he said brutal goatmen, it subtitled it as
The
brutal
world is
goutmen.
also how you'll
And I just
experience most
imagined a
of
bunch
our
of
game.
old
It
people
is
barely
there that
walking
you will
around like,
find
oh, my
enemy
feet
camps
hurt.
and
Like,
friendly
oh.
alike.
I'm
It
really
is
pissed.
also where you'll find players to interact with, whether it's to trade with them, group with them, or should you choose to do so, murder each other in PvP zones.
Good.
The way it should be.
Absolutely.
Finally, Legacy. Whether it's the sense of dread from Diablo 1,
2.
or
Oh
the
no, I thought they were going to talk
classic
about the
class lineup
remastered
and
maybe.
loot chase that we still are inspired by from
But
Diablo
that's all
2.
three of them on the screen. Never mind.
Or the best-in-class visceral and fluid combat from Diablo 3 that we still enjoy. We are approaching this series with complete reverence, and we hope that it shows.
They're leaving
If
that
you are
Diablo
new
2
to
picture
the
up there for a
series,
long time, though.
We want you to
Yeah.
feel like we did when we first played Diablo. If you're a longtime fan, we think this is the game you've been waiting for. Isometric action RPG,
Nice.
developed for PC, PlayStation 4, and
Wow.
Xbox One.
Okay, console
Not
versions
PS5
are
and Xbox Scarlet, so which means that it's probably sooner rather than later.
On that note,
potentially. Either that or they can't
we
officially
wanna
say it
offer
because
you
they
a
haven't
first
they can't
glance at
show it. You know what I mean?
Diablo 4, along with our first three classes: the Barbarian,
Yeah, but they could have said next generation consoles.
Yeah, no, they could have.
the Sorceress,
Okay.
Barbarian,
Druid.
Sorceress, and Druid.
Yep. So that was right.
Yep.
On behalf of everyone on the Diablo 4 team, it is our absolute pleasure now to share with you the world premiere of the Diablo 4 gameplay
Good.
trailer.
This is what we want to see. Here we go. This looks like a cinematic again. This ain't no gameplay.
Can you imagine if it was gameplay?
Oh my gosh! Wait, it might. Wait.
No, this is. Holy crap! That's not a cinematic.
Holy crap!
The dream continues to haunt
I mean, it is. It's in-game cinematic. Like
It's an in-game cinematic.
Yeah.
To a distant planet.
But that doesn't look good enough to be like actual Blizzard quality cinematic.
There I find a
Ooh,
No,
that
this is
druid.
definitely an
Ooh,
in-game
that druid,
cinematic.
dude.
Look at that.
Ooh, that druid.
corpses. Unthinkable destruction.
I already know what I'm playing.
I witness senseless slaughter. Brother against brother.
Wow.
Pure hatred.
These environments look amazing, man. That tavern looks so detailed.
Ooh, that
Suffering surrounded me until my turn comes. They burn my eyes, break my bones. I awaken in terror. There's no one left to stand against them.
that sorcerer though. Look at that. Holy crap, dude.
I know, she looks amazing.
This looks incredible.
Ooh, look at that. He just jumped off that cliff, bud.
I want to see Druid gameplay though. I want to see. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah. This looks insane.
Mounted combat. Riding a horse.
Some of these attack animations are incredible.
He just climbed up that wall. Did you see that?
Yeah.
So kind of dynamic environments too.
A lot of verticality. So.
Yeah, jumped over that cliff, that like kind of ravine there too.
My God, this looks amazing.
You think me mad, old friend, but I know these dreams. They tell of the future. Hell is coming, brother. Hell is coming.
Whew.
Yeah, I'm really okay with all that. That looks really impressive.
That looks real good.
All right.
They've got a lot to show for it, too. I mean, all three classes have gameplay trailer.
That looks very far in development.
We have a super exciting next couple days ahead of us. We have panels where we're going to go deeper into the features, the systems, the world.
I like the logo, too.
That logo is sick.
Starting with an unveil panel right after opening ceremony on this stage.
Okay, so Diablo 4 is their big thing this year.
The team's been working super hard on the game, and therefore we've been able to bring a little bit of that, a little taste for that. That's right, we have a very early look, a demo playable on the floor today, right now. We hope you have as much fun playing it as we did making it. And once again, on behalf of the game team, thank you all and see you in hell.
And see you in hell. The crowd goes wild.
Jalen Breck. I wonder if they're going to talk about Immortal at all today.
I was about to say, not a word about Diablo Immortal, not a word about a Diablo 2 remaster.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Horde!
Here we go. Here we go, baby. They're going right to Warcraft. God, his hair's getting long.
See, with a new
Protoss, Terran, Zerg.
StarCraft, huh?
Heroes of the Storm.
Look at that jacket, dude.
I know, it's really rad.
Of the Tavern.
Nobody cared on that one.
Heroes of Overwatch.
See, I thought they would go straight to Hearthstone from here after a big announcement like that.
Yeah,
let it
kind of
roll a little bit into Hearthstone.
Minions of Hell in Diablo 4. The brave souls of Sanctuary.
That shirt is sick too. Holy crap that he's wearing with Lilith on it.
It feels really great.
That is a really, I mean, it looks like a 90s metal band shirt or something, like a Lamb of God shirt, you know? Layers.
Code names when we're working on the game, and we train ourselves not to reference.
I want that shirt.
So we're able to kind of come out and finally say Diablo 4. It feels a bit wicked. Diablo 4. We've actually had Diablo 4 in development for some time. You know, when we come before you, we want to ensure that when we reveal Diablo to you, that we can give you a good look at the dark vision of Sanctuary, along with a playable experience here at Blizzcon. You know, I've personally spent a lot of time of playing Diablo over the years, and a lot of love has gone into this game, and I really hope everyone enjoys it. So let's talk about what else
is here for us at BlizzCon, our Baker's Dozen BlizzCon. Lucky
Number 13. Holy cow. Yeah, I think
Yep.
2006 and 2007 were the years I went.
BlizzCon
So
as
year
a
one.
place where the Blizzard community can have a home away from home. It's our home, too, because many of us have grown up playing Blizzard games. We've forged lifelong friendships. We've made memories. And we've also had a lot of fun over the last 28 years. This year, for the very first time, we've set up something to honor that legacy and celebrate the beginning of what's made Blizzard great. Celebrate the games and the communities that we have. We're excited to debut the Blizzard Arcade in Hollywood.
This is just making me really like, we've got such affection for Blizzard games, all of us do,
Has
Yeah.
an old school
And it's-
arcade vibe.
It just
Gather
watching
with
him
friends,
talk about Blizzard games
some
and
games,
everybody here that
experience
enjoys
the
Blizzard
earliest
games,
things
it's
that Blizzard has
makes me
ever
very
made.
nostalgic for those
Oh,
days.
yeah.
Of,
First
staying
time
up
at BlizzCon,
real late playing
we have
Diablo 2 and
Rock and Roll Racing.
StarCraft and Warcraft 3.
Rock and roll
Blackthorn,
racing.
and the Lost Vikings.
Oh man, if they made a new Lost Vikings game, I would
They
die.
need to
I love
release
the
this
Lost
as a
Vikings.
If you've
thing.
never experienced these games before, or if you have and you want to relive the magic, then the arcade is a great place to hang out. Joey Ray's Bar, as well as the Slaughtered Calf Inn are there, so you're welcome to kick back, relax.
Have you ever beaten the Lost Vikings?
Yeah.
But the arcade isn't just a
Great game.
celebration
It's a great
where we
game.
come from. It's also a showcase of some of our new announcements.
Ooh.
Let's talk about StarCraft 2.
They have a new announcement for StarCraft this year. Holy crap.
Yeah, I
If you're a
know.
StarCraft
Not what I
fan,
was
We
anticipating.
have two exciting things for you.
It
in
won't
the
be big.
arcade.
But let's.
For several years, we've been working with Google and the DeepMind Artificial Intelligence Project. The DeepMind group has taught agents how to play the game as part of their AI research. And I'm excited to say that for the very first time, players are going to be able to pit themselves against DeepMind AI agents right here on the show floor.
That's kind of tight, actually.
We have
The audience is not sure what to think on that.
Level agents. We have a diamond level agent. And just a quick note that if you try this, you will not win. 3 of you will win.
The microing of a DeepMind AI has to be
For StarCraft
ridiculous.
2 fans,
Oh,
we've also
dude.
been
Yeah.
really hard at work on bringing an iconic villain to life. I'm excited to announce that the leader of the Sons of Korhal and the ruler of the Terran Dominion, Arturus Mengsk, is coming to the game later this month as the next co-op commander. Mengsk
Surprised they're
is
still
unlike
doing
any
updates for
commander
StarCraft
that you've
2.
ever played, and at BlizzCon, he's
I am too. The player base for that has
It's dropped.
dwindled.
It's
significantly.
dropped.
Heroes of the Storm.
I'm surprised this game exists. Yeah.
After they announced that they were like discontinuing any
Everything.
competitive-
Yeah.
The Destroyer into the Nexus.
This is their consolation
Deathwing
segment
is
where they just throw
actually
in the stuff that they don't
most
care about.
requested hero of all time, and we're excited for you to have an opportunity to play. Deathwing actually has 2 forms with 2 different sets of abilities.
That in-game
bringing
model
the
for
iconic
Deathwing is so
Worldbreaker fantasy.
wrong. He is so much bigger than that,
Deathwing
dude.
is played
I know.
here
I know. It looks
BlizzCon.
good. He's just a little teeny baby.
It's so wrong.
What raid is it where you actually like ride on the back of Deathwing and have to
Dragon
break
Soul.
off his armor?
BlizzCon
Dragon
There's
Soul.
like 40 of you.
Yeah,
automatically
Dragon
keep
Soul.
Deathwing when we hit this next. One more thing to talk about with heroes, and it's that in celebration of BlizzCon, all heroes are free from now until November 10th.
Wow.
So if you've ever wanted to jump in and play, now's a great time.
Have you played a lot
just
of heroes?
No, not at all.
We have one other thing in one of our real-time
It takes-
strategy game in the Blizzard Arcade for you. It is called Warcraft
Oh, they're going to be able to play
Reforged.
Reforged too. It takes forever to unlock heroes and heroes. of the
I
Storm,
wonder if we're
man.
gonna get
It
a
just
release
takes
date
so
here.
long.
I wonder if we're going to get a release
We
date.
Better.
restarted the
It's been
beta,
so long.
And we're ready to expand the pool of testers. So everyone here, everyone watching with a virtual ticket, you'll all have beta access to Warcraft 3 Reforged starting Tuesday.
Guess I have the beta now.
Righteous, man.
And we'll announce the release date for Warcraft 3 Reforged soon.
Oh, not yet. Not yet.
This month is an important one in Warcraft history. Because
I feel like it's going to shadow drop when it's done.
The 25
Like they're just going to release it type of a thing.
Warcraft.
I have my 25th anniversary
15-year
thing right there.
anniversary of World of Warcraft.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The 15th year Warcraft anniversary package. That Blizzard was kind enough to send us.
We kicked off that celebration.
Media seating.
2 months
Should have been
ago
there.
With the
We should have
launch
been
of
there.
WoW Classic. And we've been excited to.
But you know, Pinterest conventions and all.
It's been a really amazing experience to see the beginning of the game all over again. You know, many of you I've heard cursing your limited bag space. Many of you are experiencing Baron's chat, maybe for the first time. And some of you have even gone back to feed your hunter pets.
Sutton Strider.
Part of that anniversary celebration. And in remembrance that for some of you, your favorite flavor is vanilla.
Uh-oh. Are we going to get BC,
vanilla
dude?
ice cream
Are we going to get the announcement today?
Area.
No.
You think that you want this, and I think maybe that you do.
I'm, you know, very, very tongue-in-cheek, self-aware humor there. I appreciate.
BlizzCon isn't just a celebration of our games, it's also a celebration of the players who play them. And here you can see some of the most skilled pro players compete in our games. I want to thank everyone out there for giving your energy and your support to your favorite teams and favorite players. About a month ago, we held the grand finals for the Overwatch League in Philadelphia. Congratulations to the San Francisco
That might be the
Shock
only mention we have of Warcraft Classic today during the opening ceremony.
2019 MVP
I think I
Sinatra.
wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
We
Just
already know the roadmap
Next
going forward with
season, the
that.
league is
Yeah,
moving
and
to a
if they're not
home
ready to
and
talk about what's coming next to it,
that
then
means there's
that's
competition
probably
taking
next year at
place
BlizzCon.
in 20 cities around
yeah.
the world. And this is the very first time that something
Especially
like
with
this
all
is
of the
done
announcements
in
that are
esports.
lined up for this year.
So
Yeah.
it's a great time to be a fan of the Overwatch League, and it's a great time to love Overwatch. At BlizzCon this weekend, the best of the best are going to battle it out in the Overwatch World Cup, featuring more than 30 country-based teams from all around the world. We'll also be celebrating champions and crowning champions for StarCraft II World Championship Series, the Hearthstone Grand Masters, the WoW Arena World Championships, the WoW Mythic Dungeon International Tournaments. BlizzCon has been home to some
Mythic
great moments in
Dungeon
esports
tournaments, is
history,
that just like
and we're excited
speed
to
running
watch
through
the action
dungeons?
unfold
Yep.
over the next 2
It's
weeks.
literally all it is.
Okay.
It's actually pretty cool.
This weekend,
Yeah, it's super
just-
cool. You know
just
I love
about
speedrunning, so.
celebrating our pro players. It's also celebrating with you, the Blizzard community. One of the highlights of the show is our community night contests, and for me, that's actually my personal favorite of the show. I am pleased.
That
to
costume was
announce
so
that
good.
Darren DePaul,
Dude,
voice of Reinhardt, among other
These
famous
people are
Blizzard
so impressive.
characters, has returned to host. This is one of the places where you really see the vibrant and creative gaming community that is Blizzard and is BlizzCon come to life. And we're really excited about the talent that everyone demonstrates.
costumes literally worth thousands of dollars.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of people out there that are Blizzard employees.
To win not even a fraction of it back.
Oh my gosh, yeah, just to be on stage for a couple seconds and get
Yeah.
some internet notoriety, but you know, to have fun. I understand that
Absolutely.
part of
I
it.
look forward to this weekend. This is a highlight for us all year to come together and to celebrate all the passion of Blizzard games. And so, all of you watching, we are grateful. Thank you for being here with us. BlizzCon, be good to one another. Welcome home.
And that's it. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, there's good.
That would be hilarious. All they have is Diablo
would be-
4.
Please welcome Game Director of World of Warcraft.
Ian, yeah, we're going right to Warcraft. Okay, now, here we go.
Yep.
Hello, BlizzCon.
Very cool looking stage this year for Warcraft.
I am so honored.
Totally. It actually kind of looks like the Hearthstone stage a little bit with all the stone and everything, but I like it.
As it turns 15. This is a game that's been at the center of my life for every one of those 15
I was
years.
very high on Ian Hazzikostas initially.
I think I was
If this next expansion flounders, then I think it's partly his fault.
We riot. Yeah, we riot until he quit.
11 years ago, I had the privilege of joining the development team to start to try to give back to this game and to this community that have given me so much. And here in this 15th anniversary
dude,
year,
I'm literally,
it's been a great year
this needs to
for
be a
World of
good one.
Warcraft. Just taking a look back, we kicked things off with the Battle of Dazar'alor, an Alliance and Horde going head-to-head in a raid zone for the very first time. Moved beneath the waves with our Rise of Ashara update. Along the way, we've seen the Kultiran join the Alliance, and the Zandalari Trolls bolster the ranks of the Horde. And of course, we have Mechanomes and Volpera waiting in the wings to join them in our upcoming Visions of N'Zoth.
That was confirmed?
Yeah, 8.3.
I never heard about that. Okay.
Yeah.
And of course, just over 2 months ago, we launched this little game called World of Warcraft.
Mechanome's going to
Alliance,
right?
Yeah, and Volpera going Horde.
Volpera
As Jay said,
really rad.
It's been incredible watching millions return to Azeroth as it stood before the Cataclysm. Whether you are returning home to an old friend after a long time away, or experiencing it for the very first time. It's been an incredible journey, and here, on the 15th year of World of Warcraft, this community stands as strong as it ever has.
I don't know about that.
I was about to say, it's been really strong in the past, Ian.
Speaking of Classic, I'm excited to announce that we have our next update to Classic just around the corner. In about a week and a half, the week of November 12th, we'll be enabling the world bosses, Azuragos, and Kha'Zix.
November 12th.
Most importantly,
PvP.
PvP
Nice.
honor system.
Very good.
Yep, November 12th.
Very good.
So if you still have any quests to finish up in Hillsbrad, I would recommend you get those done between now and then. Just a hunch. A couple of weeks ago, we released Dire Maul, and we have Dire Maul playable here on the show floor today. So grab some friends and check it out, or make some new ones. Speaking of the strength of the WoW community, I think one of the greatest sources of pride on our end as the development team is being able to work with the community and harness the power of this incredible community in support of some incredible charitable causes. This year, I'm happy to announce that we're working with not one, but 2 different charities that both work on behalf of children around the world. The first is the Make-A-Wish Foundation, an incredible group that tries to grant wishes to critically ill kids. And honestly, we've had the pleasure of working closely with them over the years. I want to give a shout out to an inspiring young woman named Amara who visited us and who we worked with just a couple months ago.
Frequently
the second organization
kind of critical of certain nonprofit organizations and charity organizations with how they handle their funds and everything, but Make-A-Wish is actually a really cool foundation that does a lot of good work.
They're awesome, man. Make-A-Wish is awesome.
Happy to announce and introduce a pet that's going on sale, the adorable Dottie.
Do you know who are two of the top 3
John Cena.
Make-A-Wish? John
Is
Cena's
number
like
one. Is number one. John Cena's number 1.
Yeah. Do you know who is also in the top 3?
So if you thought the Dolly
Roman Reigns?
your best friend,
Oh, really? I thought maybe
wait till you
Roman
meet
Reigns and The
Dottie.
Rock if we were talking like still.
Working your way into
I didn't know Taylor
Hearts
Swift.
Festival
Taylor Swift is real high up there. She does a ton of it, man.
That pet is adorable,
At
dude.
the end of the year, go to benefit the
That's
Make-A-Wish
pretty rad.
Foundation
I
at
like it.
me.org.
They make so much money during this charity stuff every November. Like, it's crazy how much they make for this.
Well, I mean, they probably, yes, they raise
Back in Battlefront,
Yes,
money,
that's
right?
what I mean,
Here's
yeah.
not quite over. We have this 15th anniversary celebration.
That's what I meant.
just around the corner, and I mean just around the corner.
Have you ever bought one of those?
Tuesday, November 5th.
yeah.
We will be enabling all the 15th anniversary events in-game. So first off, that is a throwback battleground, Korak's Revenge, inspired by the original Alterac Valley.
Ooh.
So dig in, get ready to storm that bridge as you push your way into Stormpike. And next, we have a set of throwback raid experiences inspired by some of the greatest raid encounters of the early days of WoW, from Kael Thas through the Lich King. Players who complete all 3 of those experiences will be able to earn their very own Obsidian Worldbreaker mount inspired
Nice.
by Deathwing.
That is
Nice.
a sweet mount, dude.
Dude, yes. I need that mount.
Super sweet mount. Yeah.
And everyone who logs in during the 2-month celebration
That's
will get the
that's
little
the
fairy
that's
pet.
the actual Heroes of the Storm death.
But for those of you here in attendance at BlizzCon,
Little baby
in person,
Deathwing.
we have a second 15th anniversary celebration in store for you. Please join us tonight at 8:30 outside the Arena Plaza for a toast and a celebration with the World of Warcraft team.
That's cool.
Toast to 15 years of Warcraft, of World of Warcraft, 25 years of Warcraft, and to the best.
You really,
that's yet
I
to
mean,
come.
15 years of an MMO running as strong as World of Warcraft has is
Pretty
just
damn cool.
unfathomable.
Pretty damn cool.
Now, as fun as it's been reflecting on the last 15 years,
Here we go.
this past year in World of Warcraft,
Here we go.
we all know that the most exciting part of BlizzCon every year is getting to hear and to talk about what's coming next. And so that raises the question, really, where would we go from here? What is next in store?
A good expansion, hopefully.
As we stand right now, the Horde and the Alliance are perched on the edge of a tenuous armistice, finally putting an end to the battle for Azeroth that has ravaged their world. And yes, the forces of N'Zoth and his old god minions are looming, but I've seen some pretty reliable data mine spoilers that suggest that we're going to come out on top in this one.
He said forces of N'Zoth, and the subtitle said forces of Nazareth, like Jesus and all of his warriors.
After
charging forward.
A few years for Azeroth, between the assault of the Iron Horde and the Burning Legion, and everything that's gone on since, I think things might finally be looking up for Azeroth. It's, all these threats have been taken care of. Just sunny days and clear skies ahead. Personally, I can't think of any unaccounted for loose ends or anyone who might be lurking in the shadows.
It's got to be this.
For revenge.
This is a Bolvar expansion, dude. It's a Bolvar expansion.
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
He pretty much just.
Oh my god. We already knew, but still, oh my god. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. There you go. You can see.
Oh my god.
Ice Crown. A monument to our suffering.
Oh, what is Sylvanas doing now? My god, dude.
The veil.
I love that she's still at the center of it all, though.
Yeah, I do too. As much controversy as it's caused, she's amazing.
Where a
Love her.
usurper sits on a frozen throne.
What if Bolvar's not even part of the expansion? Like, the intro to the expansion is Sylvana goes and kills him and takes the crown.
That'd be amazing, would it not? I don't know. People would riot. People would riot.
People would die. People would have heart attacks and die, yes. Gosh, he's
Oh
so
my
cool-looking.
god, dude, he is so good looking. What's the new class we're gonna get out of this? This is an expansion that should be introducing a new class.
What was the last new class we got?
Demon Hunter.
Demon Hunter, right, thank you. In Legion.
Yeah, and then Battle for Azeroth was the non-class expansion. This should be a class expansion.
It was a non-race expansion too until recently.
Well, allied races, there was a ton of them. Which I guess
That's
counts.
But I would count Volpera and Mechanomes pretty much as new races.
Volpera specifically.
Yes, definitely.
She just kills him in the cinematic. That's it.
That's what I was saying, man. She kills him before the expansion even starts, becomes the Lich Queen. Rise of the Lich Queen.
You are unfit to wear this crown.
No way.
You thought I was kidding. Oh, he looks so sad. After everything he's been through.
Dude, are we gonna have to help Bolvar? Is that the hook?
That power will be your
Or do we pick sides? Do some of us get to help Sylvanas?
Oh my god.
World is a prison.
I don't want this because this will be the expansion she dies then. You know what I mean? This will be her final expansion.
Or the expansion she's redeemed.
Maybe.
Is she gonna break it? Oh.
Oh my god. Oh. What? Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, we've all been wrong. What's happening?
And I will set us all free.
It's the upside down.
World of Warcraft Stranger Tides.
No, it's Shadowlands, yeah,
okay.
which we knew, but now we need that trailer now that's going to say, like, what the hell is happening? Like, level cap raised type thing. Like, we need that trailer now.
Is he wearing a Fitbit?
I think so.
Gotta count his steps up on the stage.
So now do the blue eyes make sense? So yeah, that just happened.
He always acknowledges the leaks, which is kind of funny.
We were once told by King Tyrannus that there must always be a Lich King. And now, for the first time, there is none. Sylvanas herself warned us that in the end, death claims us all. Well, death is coming for us. And if we want to stand a chance, we are going to have to go where no living soul ever has. We are going to the Shadowlands, the world that is the afterlife for the entire Warcraft universe. Now, along the way, we will get a chance to meet some of the fallen and learn their fates.
I like
but
that.
This is not a familiar world full of orcs and trolls and dwarves. This is an ancient and mysterious realm that predates the Titans themselves.
Wow.
It is the source of the power of the Scourge that we have seen, true, and it's the power upon which Death Knights draw. But it's also the origin of the noble Valkyr and the Spirit Healers.
Spirit Healer, new class.
Valkyr's the new class, dude.
You think so?
Not that anyone's ever done that.
I think so. Maybe.
It's where
Spirit Healer.
Nature
Valkyr could be a
begin
Spirit
cycle
Healer.
Of rest and rebirth. And so much more. Let's take a look at this wondrous world.
Here we go.
I'm really excited to see the
Here we go,
Shadowlands.
baby.
Super
Here we
excited to see
go.
it.
This was the trailer I wanted to see.
Yep, here's an in-game cinematic.
This is the one that's going to tell us what the new class is and all that stuff.
grim task, which I have failed.
I want to be a Spirit Healer if that's true. Holy shit, dude.
Eternal veil screams, torn asunder.
This has got to be world revamp, right? Look at the sky. They've got to be doing something
The
here.
realm of shadow lies the dark.
Unless just the portal to the Shadowlands is in
Ice Crown.
is at Ice Crown. Yeah.
I don't know.
The Shadowlands are infinite. Their terrors and beauty were never meant for mortal eyes.
Ooh, oh man, that's beautiful.
Zones, yeah.
To behold all that awaits them.
New zone, Revendreth. Okay, very Gilnean.
Is it? Yeah. An Ardenweald.
Ardenweald.
Very fairy druid style.
Maldraxxus. Bastion looks fucking sick, dude.
Really rad.
The denizens of this realm
choose a covenant.
key to restoring the balance between life and death. If their trust can be earned.
New dungeons and raids. So you pick a faction almost for the Shadow Realm?
Yeah, that means Horde and Alliance can work together, right?
I don't know. I hope not.
No, I think it is.
Death comes. And the end of everything is just the beginning.
Dude, we have to look at something here. No new class announced. No level cap raising.
No new race announced.
No, this is the expansion that's going to bring the Horde and Alliance together.
Shadowlands is coming next year, and it will be available for pre-purchase today.
Your enemies are going to be whatever faction you don't choose.
Incredible world that awaits us. Ahead of us lie many fateful decisions, because at its core, Shadowlands is an expansion that is built around the idea of choice, agency and self-expression in the rewards you pursue, and in the allies with whom you cast your lot.
Dude, this is, yeah.
I know you have a ton of questions, like what the heck is a covenant? What is that tower that's sticking out of the sky above Icecrown? What other changes are coming to World of Warcraft? And so much more. So we have our first panel for you at 2:30 on the Mythic stage, the World of Warcraft What's Next panel, where we'll dig into that and much, much more. Also, playable here on the show floor, we invite you to journey into the zone of Bastion and to begin to explore the Shadowlands.
I like that zone a lot.
Bastion's definitely one of the cooler zones I think that they showed off.
Thank you all so much, and it's going to be an incredible weekend ahead. I can't wait to share it with all of you. And now, it's my pleasure to turn things over to Ben Thompson on the Hearthstone team.
Wow, dude.
One of my best friends is named Ben Thompson.
It's him. He's there. He works at Blizzard.
This would be an upgrade for him. He's an IT guy, so.
What's up, BlizzCon?
I'm
so thrilling to be
curious
here with
how
you
the
today.
community is going to receive that expansion.
Holy cow!
How are you receiving it
that
at this
Diablo
point?
Announcement.
I need
And
to
World
know
of
more.
Warcraft
Like,
Shadowlands. You gotta
and
be
obviously
kidding me.
that expansion panel, whatever, in what is it, 3 hours from now?
Yeah, 2 p.m., 2 hours from now, right? We'll get a little bit more info there.
Yeah.
Look, whether it's demons crawling out of
But
the very
no level
bowels
cap
of hell,
raise.
No, it
or
makes
the
me,
skies
because
above
remember
us
one of the
shattering
rumors was
to
like
pieces.
that
It is clear
it would be
the
resetting.
Squish
Yeah.
telling you a good story.
Is this the squish?
Sometimes
And
we
they just
feel,
didn't
however, that you
say
shouldn't
that.
have to leave the safety of the
No
tavern
races,
to enjoy a good
no classes.
We believe some
And
of
I
the best
really do
stories
think,
are told right
because
here
of at
at
what they
home.
showed, like everybody putting on the gear of
Take,
the
for
covenant
instance,
that they
the story that we've
chose,
been telling
I
you
really
this
do
year,
think Horde and
in the
Alliance
Year
are
of
going to
the
come
Dragon.
together under
The
these
very
covenants.
first
Like,
time
you
we've
work with
introduced you
whomever,
to a story that
like,
is
kind of like the
taking
Aldor and
all
the Scryer
3
from Burning
sets to
Crusade.
tell. It is
Like,
so big and so awesome.
that was similar, right? Because Horde
We
and
have been
Alliance
having a lot of
chose
fun putting it
Aldor
together. We
and
cannot
Scryer.
wait to show you
But
how
now,
this comes to
it's
an end.
taking out the
So let's
aspect
talk a
of
little
Horde
bit
and
about how it all
Alliance
began.
to then
Rise of
introduce
Shadows,
these new
you were introduced to the
factions.
formation
So do you
of a league of
leave?
evil.
I mean, do you leave your faction and become
Their
part of this
plot
covenant,
to
and then
steal
you're at war with the? I mean,
just how you-
essentially
It
making
sounds
kind
like
of
you're
a
at war with the
four-faction
other
system.
This was followed
covenant.
by the
Yeah.
Saviors of Uldoom.
That's what it looked like initially. I don't know.
I would, you know, because then you have issues of
adventure
guilds,
and
you
cross
know,
the
wanting to
desert
go different
sands,
directions.
seeking to wipe out
I don't
Yeah.
know.
the
I
bonds
couldn't
think-
see them doing
followers
that.
had set loose
I don't know, man. They're
upon the
crazy. I
world.
could.
I think that
brings us to our third
disturbs
and final
kind of
chapter,
the
does it not?
overall structure of the game a little too
Curtain
much.
rises
It does.
on a shimmering twilight sky across a blanket of snow. A chill wind gusts across an ancient
I need to see more.
field.
I want to know more.
Hearthstone's going to Northrend as well,
League
huh?
of Evil and the League of Explorers.
Is that what they're doing?
I think so. I haven't been paying attention.
Covenants and
in Dragonblight.
okay, I'm gonna let them do the cinematic. Big shout out to my kids downstairs, freaking being good boys, watching a TV show or something. I'm gonna go double check on them. I'll return
That's
in a
fine.
moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find anything out on this expansion here.
Is this the end? Our heroes can't fly. They fall like shooting stars. Will anyone survive?
This is amazing! I was gonna look at the expansion stuff, but
Above the ice and snow, high in the sky where the cold wind blows. Wings beat down as the feedback flows. Floating hot fire of a frozen bones. Good unites against people they oppose. They ride or die as the legends grow. We must not just stand still as our heroes. There are no silence in this combat zone. Beats mid-air, yeah, it's a chiller. Life and death, yeah, it's a killer. They go round and round as the beat down pounds. Aerial thrills, yeah, it's a thriller. The sky's filled with trauma and all of this drama, pretending and impending end. Crash down. It's dragons descend.
That's right. The Year of the Dragon is going to finally earn its name with more dragons in a single
that's an expansion
Hearthstone
you need, or a trailer you need to go back and watch.
I came back right as it ended. I know.
That song was incredible.
Quite a number of these from Azeroth's storied history, but we've stuck a couple in there of our own devising as well for you to enjoy. Descent of Dragons also introduces a handful of new mechanics and one all-powerful new keyword as well. You want to dive in and take a look? Let's do it. Now, it wouldn't be right to make a set based around dragons without at least acknowledging the most terrible, the most feared and fearsome dragon ever to walk the world of Azeroth. No, not Deathwing. It's the progenitor of all dragonkind, the fearsome Galakrond.
That was a very lukewarm reaction from the crowd.
Hero card. That is
Galakrond.
the place of your own hero when you put him into play. He also brings with him a powerful new battle cry and his own unique hero power. But here's the key. He becomes stronger, more powerful, when you make use of our newest keyword, Invoke. It's important to note here that Invoke has its effects on Galakrond, whether he be in your hand or in your deck. And by doing so, you will allow him to achieve his second form. Gets a bit stronger. Now, believe it or not, there are actually those who eagerly await Galakrond's return, those who praise his name across Azeroth. And as a result, the Invoke keyword will occasionally show up on some neutral cards as well. Doing so will allow you to achieve the most feared and third final form of Galakrond, that of Galakrond, Azeroth's End. Now, I don't know if this actually signals the end of all of Azeroth. Frankly, from what we've just seen, I'm pretty sure that's Sylvanas' job now. But it sure as heck signals the end of any game of Hearthstone he's in if you can appropriately pull off the Invoke mechanic. All 5 classes aligned with the League of Evil will have access to the terrible power of Galakrond and be able to harness it for themselves in the form of a unique hero, bringing a unique battle cry, and a one-of-a-kind hero.
Are you doing research on Shadowlands?
I am. Like,
takes care of his friend.
I feel bad. I'm not paying much attention to Hearthstone. I never do, though.
Yeah, no, nobody is.
All 5 Galakrond.
These people just needed seats. Hall H was full. Or whatever.
Just for logging in when the set launches.
Such a cool stage, though.
It is an amazing
Hearthstone
stage.
Is always
But
amazing.
you may ask, what of the just and noble? What of those pure of heart or more on the side of
Like,
the
there's
good?
literally
Where are my
nothing,
League of
obviously,
Explorers in this?
but I was like trying to just go through like social media to see what people
Well, there
are
are
saying, and
plenty of
the
our
BlizzCon
winged
2019 hashtag is
eager
moving so
to
fast that
join
it's
the
hard to
fight for
follow.
good as well.
Yeah, probably hard
All
to
know
see
you,
anything.
Sarah. Let's say hello to the Druid Legendary Dragon, Ysera Unleashed.
There are people that are
She's my favorite.
like hyped off, obviously, after what we heard.
And finally, what would a dragon
I guess that's a good
be
thing.
without their fearsome breath weapon? If you're a shaman, you're going to have access
You try to follow the Warcraft
lightning
hashtag
breath.
instead.
Yeah, we see all our dragon priest friends.
I'm checking out
there.
the
You look like
subreddit,
you're having
seeing
a
what
good
we get
time.
out of
We
here.
just think it's time to open up the party a little bit. You see, with every class in Hearthstone will receive a legendary dragon, each and their own. We're sure to see their presence being made known in the meta as soon as we release this newest and final chapter to the trilogy on December 10th. But for those of you looking to dive into the action a little sooner, pre-purchase begins today.
This person here, everyone
Now,
who
normally that'd
unsubbed to
be it for
Blizzard is gonna
Hearthstone.
fucking
We've given you
resub.
an
Like, what the
amazing
hell
new
was
set,
that?
an awesome
I need to
new
resub
cinematic,
now, and I
and a
skip beef.
song
See, I
that
didn't get
know
that
I'm gonna
feeling.
be
I don't
humming
know,
for
like.
the rest of the weekend.
I didn't either. I'm glad we're kind of united on that because
We want to leave
there was
you with
just something
a little
about kind
special
of
before we go.
it was a lacking trailer for me. I
Hearthstone
don't know.
players ourselves, we all continue to enjoy a variety.
There's this person here,
of
totally
ways to play
deflated
the
from that
game
WoW
we know and
panel.
love.
First time ever, no new class
Whether
or
it be
race
in
with
the
an
arena
expansion.
mode,
Disappointed.
or
If there was,
tavern
if there is one still
We
to be
enjoy
announced, then it was a
thinking of the
choice
cards
to not
we
include it in the
build
trailer.
and craft and
Interesting
play.
thought there.
And the decks that we put them in different ways.
And really, the
why
first
the
trailer for an
Hearthstone team is
expansion that
excited
they've
to
ever
announce
had that they
today
didn't talk
an
about races or
entirely
classes.
new
Or
way.
Even
level
with,
caps, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a new mode.
Even with the allied races, they
that we
mentioned
like
that in
to
the trailer.
call
Yeah.
Hearthstone Battlegrounds.
Hearthstone Battlegrounds, interesting.
Hearthstone Battlegrounds is an 8-player mode that is inspired, all 8. 8-player mode that is inspired by the popular auto battler genre with a few Hearthstone twists. In this mode, you and 7 other players are challenged to recruit minions and send them into battle against your opponents until only one victor remains. This is the first new mode to come to the game in some time. We have had so much fun making this, and we've had even more fun playing it. So much so, in fact, that we're excited to dedicate the entirety of the Hearthstone demo area here at BlizzCon to Battlegrounds over the next 2 days. The open beta for this new mode is going to start on November 12th. But for those of you here today, watching at home with the virtual ticket, or pre-purchasing Descent of Dragons, well, you're going to get to enjoy
The news editor at Twinfinite made a joke about how World of Warcraft Shadowbringers, Shadowlands has been announced, kind of like a because of the thing for Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers.
Totally.
Stage at 3:30. We look forward to seeing you all there.
I mean, it really just kind of seems like new zones, and that's it. You know, new zones, new dungeons.
But that's not really an expansion. That's a patch.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
There has to be something else, and I mean, I hope it's not all hinged on the Covenant stuff, which it could be.
Join our friends.
And if it is, if that's cool, like
gather around the fire.
if they do it right, I could get on board with it. Like I'm a big fan of obviously Sylvanas and the Lich King story.
We absolutely invite you to come by and tell us what you think of the new mode. And we love answering questions about the newest set. But mostly,
Poor Hearthstone, man. Nobody's even paying attention to it right now because like everyone's trying to figure out what's going on with Warcraft.
Yeah, everybody wants to know what the freak is going on.
I know I'll be there, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you. I don't know about you guys, but I really need to see what Overwatch has to offer.
Here we go.
I hope this really brings it through. This is what I'm waiting for.
Let's go take a look, shall we?
Time to start paying attention again. Oh, they're back on the main stage. Okay. They're back on the main stage for this one.
30 years ago, the Omnics declared war. Overwatch was created to rescue humanity from the Omnic crisis. We became the greatest champions of peace and progress mankind has ever seen.
I love the lore of this game. Oh my gosh.
It's so sad that it's never been expanded in story mode. Like, that's what's really disappointing. That's why I'm hopeful this has a story mode.
People decided they
If leaks are to be believed, which every leak so far has been correct, so I can't see why this would be the only one that's not.
our family apart.
Papa told me, after so many years of service, you gave Overwatch everything, and then they pushed you out.
These characters are just so rich.
Perhaps I am a fool to think there is still hope for you, brother.
The Hanzo and Genji dynamic, the Bridget and Reinhardt dynamic.
This has definite story mode vibes going on here.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Now these are all previously.
Yes. But I'm
cutscenes, previously released cutscenes.
But everything, how they're tying it together, it has definite story mode vibes that they're going to do with this.
Over 15,000 lives.
But look around. Someone has to do something. We have to do something.
Always remember, never accept.
Didn't they just come out recently and say that Symmetro had autism or something?
Yeah.
Wasn't that a thing?
I think so.
I mean, they dropped little hints of like character background and character personality, like through these and like their little story. But I want
more.
The story of Overwatch.
I want more.
They want me, but really, they need you.
Look at this.
This could be a massive single player campaign if they did it correctly. Like, this could be insane. Even if it had co-op involved, like, this could be a massive story mode.
The world is changing once again, and it's time to pick a side.
We can make a difference again. The world needs us now, more than ever. Are you with me?
I'm so with you, Winston.
Yes, Winston. I am with you.
Interesting choice to end on May there, with May kind of being the face of the Hong Kong movement.
Oh, dude, I think it was very deliberate, and I'm so happy it's Jeff Kaplan again, dude. He makes me so happy at Blizzard right now.
Overwatch.
I can't think of a single like game director right now who I like more than Jeff Kaplan. He is such a super.
His mic's not working. There we go.
BlizzCon is so edgy this year.
Look at this shirt.
I wore black. It's kind of like dad edgy because it's got a giant pink bunny on it. So I didn't quite get there. So I feel like you and I, and you know who I'm talking to, I feel like you and I have been together for a very long time. Like, we remember when WoW Classic used to be called WoW. We've been around together.
He's right, though.
I have something. Don't ever say that. I have something that I'm very embarrassed to tell you now, and I'm only telling you because we have this close relationship. I totally forget what I'm supposed to say right now. Like, I don't have a clue. Just drew a blank. Anybody who knows me knows I can just ramble forever about anything. But luckily, I can, from the internet, I can read everything I'm supposed to say.
He's so
last
perfect.
Week. Thank you so much for helping me with that. Oh my gosh. That was so sweet. The team really appreciate it. Actually, if you want to know how game developers feel about leaks, the WoW team made a cinematic called Shadowlands. And picture my face where Sylvanas' was. And then instead of that helmet, it was my cell phone. I should probably talk about Overwatch.
He just came out here to talk trash about people for a little while. All right, everyone, enjoy BlizzCon.
So, a very dear friend of mine, 5 years ago, on this stage, almost to this very day, a gentleman by the name of Chris Metzen. And let him
May he
hear it.
rest in
He's
peace.
watching with us right now.
He will be missed.
Chris came out 5 years ago on this stage, and he said it's time for a new adventure, and he wanted to take us all with him. And he came out and he announced Overwatch, and it was one of the most.
It's weird to think that Overwatch has been out for
5
years.
Well, almost.
And
Oh, yeah,
the women's
almost. Well, it's
men
been announced for 5
who work
years,
on
but
Overwatch
Announced
have
for
been
5.
working
3.5
so
years since it's-
hard to make something very special. And today they'd like to dedicate that to you. So please enjoy.
Winston?
What's on your mind, May?
Do we have enough people for this mission?
As long as we stick together, we'll be fine.
Man, Overwatch cinematics make me emotional, man.
I know I keep glancing over and watching your face.
If you're going to show, now would be a good time.
Attention, this is your captain speaking. We are on final approach to Paris.
That's our cue.
You may now power on your electronic devices. Weather is mostly cloudy, with a 100% chance of null sector invasion. Winston, clear as a spot to land. We'll be right behind you.
Lots of bots shooting down there on the floor.
Yeah.
Why is null sector attacking now?
I don't know, May. But the people down there need help. And right now, we are all they've got. Bonjour, officer. We're here to help.
C'était un singe?
Good work, May.
Thanks. Watch your back.
Get the civilians to the ship.
You got it. What was that?
No, dang.
Take cover!
May, stay with me. Winston!
This kid just fell down the stairs.
Oh, jeez.
Hilarious.
We can't stay here.
Tracer, get everyone out of here. I'll hold the line.
Uh-oh.
But you said to stick together.
Don't worry. I'll be right behind you.
I'm not ready for this.
Uh-oh.
You'd better be.
Yes. 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 Dude.
Genji.
All your kids are coming for this one.
Dude, they're all ready to see it, man.
He's got some cat ears on behind you.
Hello, Winston.
Echo.
Dude.
Let's get you
No way.
Interlock shield. How are we going to stop this thing?
May, your backpack.
Huh? That could work. Trissa, pulse bomb. Here you go.
They're like combining abilities.
Yeah.
Reinhardt and Bridget just combined their shield. It looks like Tracer's putting her pulse bomb onto May's backpack.
Ready.
Go long.
Right.
This is a co-op story coming.
Yeah,
Where you
without
can
question.
Combine
Without question.
abilities and
Yeah.
make different combinations of teams and characters. Dude. I want Robot Dad to be a character.
Victory is ours, my friends.
Hi, Lena. Brigitte? Oh my gosh, you've grown. Oh, everyone, this is May. Hi, everyone.
Nice to meet you. Good to have
This is like a prequel?
I think so.
Monsieur, does this mean Overwatch is back?
Like an origin story for everybody, maybe.
That's what it looks like. Like they were introducing themselves to each other.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Overwatch 2. Oh my goodness gracious. The chills. It's over. It's over. It's just beginning.
Did you like it? Did you enjoy? Awesome.
You see the Winnie the Pooh on the hat
The
there.
Yeah, that's
Overwatch
hilarious.
team, I am extremely proud and excited to finally and officially announce Overwatch 2. Now, I know you have a lot of questions, but we always feel like our games speak for themselves, so let's take a look at the gameplay.
There we go.
And a gameplay trailer? Holy smokes, man.
It's a girl.
I can't hear it coming.
No sector is everywhere.
He's really into the Overwatch right now.
What are you doing here?
It's happening again.
Paris was just the beginning. This is a global invasion.
So, how's Overwatch enjoying our city?
It's beautiful, except for all the killer robots.
Story missions. There we go.
And there was 4 people coming out
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah!
You're with me. We're getting aboard that ship.
I knew you would return one day. He has me too long.
I love it. I love it.
I can't do this.
Yeah, that was an Overwatch Widowmaker right there.
Yeah.
Trouble is cropping up all over the world. It's not just Null Sector.
A lot of lives are riding on what we do next.
We'll have to fight. One city at a time.
Hero missions, okay. Replayable co-op.
Watching your back.
Now that's teamwork.
Time to learn some new tricks.
Level up your heroes, okay.
Yeah, I'm selecting talents.
Look like every 10 levels or so, maybe. Customize abilities.
Hey, chill out.
So awesome.
PvP mode push.
Do not worry, I will push it. Okay, other direction.
I am good at pushing things.
Those new maps look pretty sick. New look. And new heroes.
Sojourn here.
Sojourn was, she's been rumored for a while to be a new champ. I am so excited to finally be diving into this world. I mean, it is just, it's so rich, it's so expansive, and so cool.
Oh, we are going to have so much fun. It is going to be so awesome. So, we have a lot to talk about, right? First and foremost, you have to remember that Overwatch is a team versus team 6v6 competitive experience. And there is no way we're losing that at all. In
Good.
fact, it's a
I'm
huge
glad they keep
focus.
that.
So Overwatch 2 will have a brand new core competitive game mode called Push. Now, what I mean when I say core is that you will play this in quick play, it will be played in competitive, and it will also be played by the Overwatch League. So we're really excited to finally add a new core game mode. Now, we want everybody here today to have a chance to play it and tell us how awesome and balanced it is.
He's so good, dude.
So you can play on a brand new map, which takes place in Toronto, our first Canadian map. It's over in Hall A, so we invite you to come play the demo. We think it'll be awesome. Now, when I talk to lots of you, there's a common request that you want out of Overwatch, and Overwatch 2 is going to deliver on this, and that's for more story and for PvE, for cooperative experiences.
Hell yeah.
Overwatch 2 will feature a ton of PvE content. We will have a complete story experience featuring story missions, the first of which is called Rio de Janeiro, is also playable in Hall A for all of you
Nice.
today.
Totally okay
Cannot
with that.
wait to hear what you think about it. In addition, as you saw, we have something called hero missions, which hero missions are focused on highly replayable cooperative experience. The analogy we like to use on the team is similar to what adventure mode is to Diablo versus its campaign. That's what hero missions are intended to be. And they're powered by this really cool progression system where you can level up your heroes, get more powerful,
So I wonder
customize your abilities.
if these
do different
customized heroes
it's going to be a ton of fun.
are going to affect
Now, you
competitive
might have
play.
also
I don't think so.
noticed
I think it's
the
just for the
heroes
hero
all
mode or
have a
whatever.
new look to them. Every one of the 31 heroes plus more are getting an upgraded look to them. And there's a really awesome panel that's going to happen tomorrow on Saturday in here that is going to go through all of the engine upgrades that are coming to Overwatch 2 and all of the new looks and explanation of the new art style that I'm really excited about. Now, Overwatch and Overwatch 2 at their core are all about heroes, and we know that we cannot make a brand new Overwatch game without having new heroes. So Overwatch 2, in addition to featuring Sojourn, who we are not talking about today, besides just confirming that she is here, Overwatch 2 will feature multiple new heroes that will come with the game. And we're very excited about that. Now, a lot of you have questions, like why a sequel? Or what does that mean to me as a player of the original game. I put
He's
so much time
reading
into
my
this
mind.
game. I cared about
Reading
it
my
so much. Well, we thought about it, and for us as gamers, sequels make us nervous more than anything else. So what we're hoping to do with Overwatch 2 is really redefine what a sequel means. And I think some explanation is in order right now. So for all original players of Overwatch, players of the current Overwatch game, you will get to play on all of the same maps as Overwatch 2 players, including all of the brand new maps that are coming to Overwatch 2. And you will get to play with all of the same heroes as Overwatch 2 players. It will be a shared multiplayer environment where no one gets left behind.
Because if that's all you care about is the multiplayer, I guess
you don't have to buy the game.
You don't have to upgrade
unless you want to play the new characters.
The other thing that I think
you'd actually still get to play them. He just said they're not locking it out, so you would actually still get to play as them.
That we've been unlocking over the years. How hard did you work for your Witch Mercy skin, for example? We want to make sure that all Overwatch cosmetics come forward with you into Overwatch 2, so all of your progress matters.
I mean, I think realistically, this is more of an expansion pack than it is a true sequel.
Yeah,
but I like that they're calling it Overwatch 2.
You just need to own Overwatch 2 if you want to do the hero mode and the story content and that kind of stuff.
Yes.
What an amazing community you guys are.
But very wise of them to not split the community, split the play.
So Overwatch 2 is going to be amazing. We have a panel right here on this stage at 1:30 where we're going to go into a lot more detail. Now, it's time for BlizzCon. I'm staring, straight down the aisle at those beautiful machines with Diablo 4 loaded on them. We've got
look at
World
that
of
crowd,
Warcraft,
dude.
Shadowlands.
I was about to say, that is a ridiculous crowd. Really well decorated hall.
Overwatch 2 demos. I just want you all to remember how much we all mean to each other, be good to each other, enjoy each other this weekend. Now let's go play some video games. Have fun, everybody.
Not bad.
Not bad. I think, and I'm just going to make sure that it's over before we, okay, so that this concludes. So we're going to go ahead and mute this. And real quick before we get out of here, I actually paused it. I guess I'll let it keep rolling as we talk. We are going to go in depth with everything that we saw here during the opening ceremony. We actually record Max Level tomorrow. It'll post on Monday, November 4th, 5 a.m. Eastern, 2 a.m. Pacific. We'll be going in depth as our main discussion with everything because the majority of the announcements are going to happen the rest of the day today. We're going to get an in-depth look at Diablo 4. We're going to get an in-depth look at Overwatch 2, and we're going to get an in-depth look at Shadowlands. So we can't really talk too much on those. The main panels are going to be happening over the next 6 hours. Diablo 4 is first, Overwatch 2 is second, and then World of Warcraft Shadowlands is third on the main stage. That's how this day is going to go for BlizzCon. So we can't really dive in as much as I want to right now. We'll be doing that tomorrow when we record Max Level. If you want to hear our in-depth thoughts on everything that we don't know about yet, tune in on Monday. But real quick, before we get out of here, I think, obviously, you're probably most hyped, obviously, what we saw for Overwatch 2 here. I mean, that definitely...
That's my biggest takeaway out of this was Overwatch 2. I'm really hyped.
I'm obviously, as we are about to be joined by, does he still have the Spider-Man suit with him? I don't know. I can't tell.
Yeah, I don't know. He wants me to do something. He's so arbitrary. Put this on, put that up.
I think Diablo 4 for me probably was the biggest thing that we saw, just because we knew it was going to be there, but they chose to start with it.
For me,
they chose to start with it, didn't mention Immortal. Immortal did not come up at all during the opening ceremony, nor did a Diablo 2 remastered or a Diablo remastered or anything else. So I don't know if there was any truth behind those or not. I still think because Diablo 2 was front and center for so long, there might have been something there, or maybe they'll give it to you if you pre-order or purchase Diablo 4, you get the remastered version of Diablo 2 type of thing. That is a possibility. But I still, the big unknown, man, I still want to know what's going on with Shadowlands. That's the big unknown.
I do too. I do too. There was a lot left unsaid there that I think maybe needed to or should have been said. So as I think as those details and facts kind of start to not leak, because as they start to come forward, on these panels, that's going to be all the stuff that we want to watch.
Yep, and like I said, we'll have all the coverage for that stuff on Max Level. This coming up Monday on November 4th. Plus, you can always tune in over at leveldowngames.com. Throughout the weekend, we'll have write-up. We'll be trying to put up write-ups, put up news stories. I do have to go to the haunted house here, actually, in like an hour and a half. I got to get ready and leave. So it'll be a busy weekend, obviously, for all of us here at Level Down Games, but BlizzCon, it's amazing. We're enjoying it so far, hopefully.
Definitely.
And we'll be back with more coverage on Max Level.
Much better than
it was a decent opening ceremony. It was a decent opening ceremony, and I'm glad that they started immediately with that quote-unquote apology and type of a thing for the whole Hong Kong, China, Blitzchung issue. Good on Jalen Brack for starting that off. So,
very self-aware, and I think that was very appropriate.
Yeah, absolutely. So I did enjoy the opening ceremony for what it was. There could have been more. There could have been a little bit more information given for Warcraft to make it even better for me, but is what it is. That is going to do it for this reaction video, though, made possible by leveldowngames.com. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to subscribe to the channel here on YouTube and turn those notifications on so you never miss one of our uploads. Also, click that like button. Drop us a comment down below. Let us know what you thought of this opening ceremony for BlizzCon 2019. Like I said, tune in to Max Level on Monday. Tune in to leveldowngames.com. We'll be back soon with more coverage of BlizzCon 2019.
Thanks for tuning in. We love
Make him wave bye. Is he waving bye?
Is he wave bye?
Is he waving bye?
He doesn't follow any commands.
He's like, no, I want to charge in. I want to go get candy.
Yes, that's exactly it.